Hi there everyone, Mark from Retribution Gaming here, and I welcome you to a new Let's Play. And I am now starting Shadow of Memories, which came out in 2001 for the PlayStation 2, later ported to the Xbox and PC. Now, this is one of Konami's lesser known releases. It has its detractors, it has its critics. I have a bit of a soft spot for this game. I really quite like it. It looks nice, it has an interesting story, the characters are pretty cool. Yeah, so without further ado, I think we should jump into it. I'm going to say right off the bat now, this is a bit of a long cutscene, so I do apologise in advance. Why am I apologising for a long cutscene in the game? But yeah, this in order to set up what's going on. It does look beautiful though, this game. Even now, it still looks fantastic, I think. Still maintain Ike looks like he should be in a Final Fantasy game rather than a Konami game, but anyway.
What the... what's going on? What on earth could have happened? Am I dead?
Bingo.
Who's there?
How does it feel to be dead, Ike?
Damn it, who is this? Are you making fun of me?
Not at all. I beg your pardon if I've offended you. You are strongly fated today. You see, you are destined to die.
What?
But if you have the will to somehow reverse that fate by yourself, I can lend you some measure of strength. How about it? Will you deal with me?
Thanks, but no thanks. Sounds too good to be true.
Why? Can't you trust me?
Of course not. I get it. You're the big S, the devil. In exchange for your immortal soul and all that, am I right?
Your soul? Oh, please. In this day and age? If I do have an agenda, it's that you survive.
Let me think it over a bit.
Of course. Go ahead. But don't keep me waiting too long. I don't much like to be left hanging. Well, what reason is there to procrastinate? You either just die here and now, or you prevent it. It's that simple. What have you got to lose?
All right. I'm sorry I called you the devil. I don't want to die yet. Please, help me.
All right. But I want you to be aware of something. You have to understand that the destiny that awaits you is a potent one, which means that just because you've managed to avoid death once, doesn't mean you're free of the threat. Unless you tear out its very root, destiny can't be cheated.
So, coming back to life isn't the hard part, huh? Man, but that can't be helped.
You're right. But that's also where your own strengths come into play. Are you ready? I'm going to give you some of my time-shifting powers. I'm going to give you this digipad. Please, use it well.
Right, okay, so that's not weird at all, is it? So here Ike was, just casually going about his own business, and yeah, he ends up dead, somehow. He's now in this weird realm. Come on, Ike. He's now in this weird realm, talking to some disembodied voice, who is offering him a second chance at life. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be sceptical as well. Like, I've seen or know too much about Dr. Faustus. But I guess in this situation you don't have much of a choice, do you, mate? So, okay, let's go pick that up then.
But it's not as though you can use it anywhere or any time you want. This will respond to phenomena that have some relevance to you as its user. As soon as it begins to respond, it's usable, and you can select the digipad by pushing on the square button. After that, you specify the destination time and enter the X button to be sent to that time, alright? You can't solve the real problem by just using it when you're about to die. It's better to make use of it to remove the underlying cause of your death. Oh, and one more thing.
Something else?
Yes, and it's very important. If the response begins in the time-space you've traveled out to, please come back immediately. Other people and objects can be just left in another time and stay intact. But that isn't true for you as the user. If it starts to respond, you need to come back quickly, or you won't be able to get back at all. Just be careful of that. It looks like time is something even more serious than I know. Good luck.
Right, okay, so I guess that's the laws governing time travel. Well, I guess artificially induced time travel. So we can go back to time periods that are connected to us, but if the situation becomes dire, we have to return immediately. Okay, I mean, it seems straightforward enough, I guess. Okay.
Sir, please wake up. Are you all right? Do you feel sick or something?
Cakes look good.
Sir?
Something to be said about European cafes. I mean continental ones, not British ones.
Huh? Huh? Oh, sorry. I fell asleep.
Dana. Dana, that'll do.
Okay.
I'll just leave what I owe for the coffee here.
And here's where we come in.
2 o'clock. I still can't believe what just happened. But since I have this digipad here, I guess it really did happen.
Right, so we're at the Café Son. Now, I can't really hang around too much because, as you can imagine, this is a game based on time travel, so time is kind of critical. Can I talk to you?
What do you want?
Well, you need some sleep, love. Yeah, so things happen at certain times. Now, where did we go? Let's we can bring up a map. Former alchemist house. Bar Zum et I. Okay. Church. City Hall. Marie's Bakery. Photoshop Franson. Was it obvious as to where we were? Museum and a tower down in the corner. Because logic would dictate that wherever it was we went, we don't want to go back there. I think we went down here, didn't we? I mean, we could just go the same way that we went before. And we were standing in front of that tree, weren't we? Okay, maybe not that one. Right. There's a dog there, that means we can't get past.
I guess this is as far as I go.
Seems to have an innate disliking of barking dogs. Oh, and that's moved the time on a bit. Right, now it's been a while since I last played this, so I remember vague elements of it. I know how to do, or I sort of vaguely know how to do the first bit of the puzzle. I just can't remember where to go. So just to get my bearings around, you might have to put up with me sort of running around for a bit. Now I can, hang on a minute, I can. Right, that centres my view. That's just running left and right. Okay, I can't change the camera angle. I thought I could. Right, we're back to where we started. Which means we don't want to go this way. Does anybody remember? Right, that's some digipad energy.
Fortunes told. Oh, I never noticed this place before.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah, that's digipad energy. That's what the little green bar up in the top right hand corner is. It's how much energy the digipad has. I can only use it that many times. So it's not an infinite use thing, which means you do have to use it wisely.
Welcome. I've been expecting you.
Chic.
Actually, I just happened to stop by, and I was wondering if you could tell me my fortune. Am I going to die soon?
For you, I will do it for free.
Thanks. I really need this. Please, don't just give me the usual niceties. This is very serious for me.
Don't worry.
That's a cool look though.
So,
The fated hour is 2:30.
what?
Whatever I foresee, you can change. If you take no action, the fate I see will befall you for certain. But I seem to see in you the strength to defy fate itself.
The power to defy fate?
If, for instance, and this is only an example, your fate is to be stabbed while taking a walk after you leave this place, and this would happen if you are alone at the fated hour. But if you know what awaits you, you would find people to be with, so that you would not be by yourself, unprotected.
Then what?
That's smart.
If you are among others at the fated hour, the assassin must give up his quarry, and fate would have been defied. But a single change will affect all else that follows it. How it changes, no one can tell. There are too many threads, too many tangles. I cannot help you with what lies so far ahead, and your actions could bring even greater danger. But if fate can be changed, you should fight as hard as you can. If you can return here after the appointed hour has passed, then I will tell you the next fortune.
All right. I think I can trust you.
Okay, why is that flashing? 2:30. Why is the digipad flashing? Hang on. Oh, right, 13. Oh, right, okay, I see, right, that's where I am at the moment, the time in which I originally existed. Sorry, it originally highlighted this area. Right, so, if I go to the past, maybe I can gather a group of people. Okay, so it's giving me an hour to gather some people together. Okay. I mean, this fortune teller knows what's going on, so seeing me disappear into a time bubble is probably not going to spook her too much. Now, when it comes to time travel, I do remember vaguely one time when I played this. I was in a time period, I was a lot further into the game, but I was in a time period and I'd run out of energy digipad energy, and I couldn't find any anywhere. So, whoops, I was running around the whole town, and
Excuse me, have you seen a man walking around here?
I'm a man walking around here. But yeah, I couldn't find any, so I actually kind of locked myself out of the game. So I think I was just frivolously just travelling around with the digipad. So I do need to be mindful of that. I don't know whether or not that was just my game that was glitching, or whether or not that can actually happen. But it was in that playthrough anyway. And as you can see now in the top right hand corner, you've got where I am in the bottom, I guess, date and time frame, shall we call it, and the present up in the top time frame. So time is still ticking away in the present.
What? Looking for a date? Do me a favor, go away. I look strange. Mind your own business.
Okay, Ike, you're being a bit rude, mate. So yeah, we need to try and gather some people together. Now, let me have a look at the map again. Antique shop, bar, city hall. Okay, the solution that I had in my head then was maybe not for this first.
Have
Puzzle.
you seen my mother? Okay. Guess I'll go to the square.
Aha, right, cool. I guess it was kind of the solution I had in my head was for a puzzle that goes on a bit later on.
Have you seen my girl? Ooh, at the square. Oh, thank you. I'll go find her there.
But I think they're both sort of tied into each other. Hi. Oh, you look shifty.
Have you seen a woman wrapped in a coat wandering around here?
You both look as shifty as each other. So, can I say go to the square?
I've gotta find that woman.
She's at the square. She was the first woman I spoke to. Oh, we've got a little bit of lag going on there. But it's mostly alright. Where am I? I've just got myself completely lost. Oh, I am by the square. Right, okay. I probably...
You want me to come to the square at 2:30? What's going to happen in the square? Performer, maybe? Well, all right. I don't have anything else to do anyway.
Okay, excellent. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. The digipad's glowing again, which means, yeah, it said if we're in the past or in another time period, we need to get to the present as soon as possible. So, let's do just that. It's also probably not a good idea to do this in front of people. She didn't seem to mind though, or notice, or care. Right, so it's 10 past 2 now. Oh, look, there is a performer at the square. I mean, can we rush events ahead just by being here? Hi. Well, looks like we might be able to.
Hey, now here's a guy with no worries.
Don't you love jugglers? I can't juggle to save my life, so I'm kind of very envious of people that can. I just really don't have the coordination for it. Although we see a sinister shadow backing off.
There was someone behind me. Oh, but it looks like the crowd scared him off. Oh, that fortune teller. She told me to come back. I should go look her up again.
Have we averted fate? I mean, it would be quite a quick game if we did, but it looks like we've completed the prologue. And it took us about 20 minutes to do. So I'm going to leave the episode here. I'm going to try and do each chapter per episode. I can't remember how many there are, but we should be able to sort of get them done fairly, I don't know, I say fairly quickly, but maybe not, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyways, thank you for joining me for this one. I hope you join me for the next one, where we'll head back to the fortune teller and see what she has to say to us. So until then, take care, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. If you like that video, please do hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It would help me out a hell of a lot. And click the notifications bell to find out when I post new content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.